Welcome to today's presentation about the final master thesis that is called Economic and Financial Analysis ArcelorMittal. My name is Danny Put and today I present on behalf of my team, which I formed together with David Nichols. I would like to use this moment to welcome our tribunal members and to welcome our supervisor, Mr. Gonzalez. This is the table of contents for today's session. First, I will answer the question, why did we choose this topic and what are our aims and objectives? Then we will see our methodology, some information about ArcelorMittal, the results from the Spanish market analysis, our correlation analysis, some reasons why you should invest in ArcelorMittal, the valuation of the multinational, and finally the conclusions and recommendations. So, why did we choose this topic? First of all, David and I are both interested in the business and financial world, so this topic meets our interest. Secondly, we were studying and living in Spain, so we thought it would be interesting to choose a company that is listed on the Spanish stock exchange. And when we saw the list, we immediately saw ArcelorMittal, which is headquartered in the home country of David in Luxembourg. So after a short discussion, our decision was made. Our aims and objectives. We wanted to give an insight to investors of this company by doing an economic and financial analysis. We also wanted to figure out if ArcelorMittal is a good investment opportunity and if they are, why. For our methodology, we used a mixture between quantitative and qualitative segments. For the quantitative part, we used Microsoft Excel and SPSS. We did a correlation analysis, we calculated the ratios and the enterprise value, and we expressed these results in numbers, graphs and tables. For the qualitative part, we used trustworthy sources, as can be seen on the right side of the screen, and we analyze, summarize and interpret the data and mainly express these in words. About ArcelorMittal, it's world's leading steel and mining company. And in 2006 there was the merger between the Luxembourgish part Arcelor and the Indian part Mittal Steel. As an investment proposition, ArcelorMittal offers a leading position in technology, continuous investments in research and development, strong balance sheets, continuous free cash flows, progressive base dividend and a Moody's rating of Ba1. So, the results of our Spanish market analysis. In 2008 there was a financial crisis that also affected Spain. If we take a look at the GDP, we can see from 2010 to 2014 some fluctuations, but from 2015 the GDP is always increasing and the growth rate is always positive. For the unemployment rate we see an increase from 2010 until 2013, but after that a decreasing trend and the line of Spain is getting closer and closer to the average of the European Union. For the inflation rate, we see two pretty similar lines with a maximum difference of 1% in the last year, 2019. For the interest rate, the difference between the Spanish rate and the European benchmark is much bigger. But in 2012, Spain used the expansionary policy, which means that they lowered their interest rates to lower their unemployment rate and to create a stimulation of economic growth. After seeing all these macroeconomic factors, we can conclude that the Spanish market is economically stable. For the correlation analysis between IBEX 35 and ArcelorMittal, we use the stock prices of the 1st of January 2015 until June 2020. A correlation between two stocks shows if they are fluctuating in the same direction and the strength of their relationship. In the table we can see the correlation of 0.453, which indicates a weak but positive correlation. A weak but positive correlation is perfect for using in an efficient portfolio. So by combining the ArcelorMittal stock with the IBEX 35, an efficient portfolio is created. Why should you invest in ArcelorMittal? First of all, it's a balanced company. The working capital is for all 5 years positive because the current assets are bigger than the current liabilities. Secondly, It's a liquid company. The current ratios are consistently above 1, which means that they can meet the financial short-term obligations. It's also a solvent company, and this means that they can meet the financial obligations and also have growth potential for the future. The debt ratios are always between 0.52 and 0.64, so they won't have any issues with lending any money, and they don't waste any growth opportunities. It's also a profitable company, and yes, they made losses in 2015 and 2019, but this was mainly due to historical low iron and steel prices and decreasing steel and iron prices. From 2016 until 2018, they were profitable, and they were showing that they were managing the resources very excellent. We can also see that they created positive free cash flows in the sheet after this. For the valuation of ArcelorMittal, we used the discounted cash flow method, where we first calculated the free cash flows from 2015 to 2019, and overall we can see an increasing trend. After that, we calculated the free cash flow growth with a percentage of 20% for the first 5 years and a percentage of 15% for the last 5 years. We also calculated the weighted average cost of capital, the terminal value, and the enterprise value on the 1st of June 2020, which was $24.85 billion US. After that, we calculated the per share price, and this was $15.18. The actual share price in the stock market on that day was $10.12. So at that moment, ArcelorMittal stock was undervalued and would be in a perfect time to buy this stock. The final part of our presentation. In conclusion, we can say that our aims and objectives are accomplished, that the Spanish market is economically stable, that there is a positive but weak correlation between IBEX 35 and ArcelorMittal, and from the financial and economic analysis, we can see that 2019 was not the best year of ArcelorMittal, but David and I believe that they have a positive potential for the future because they are financially healthy and stable, they have an efficient use of resources, they focus on the future instead of maintaining high liquid reserves. So, after doing this research, our recommendation is that ArcelorMittal stock should be considered as a long-term investment opportunity. Thank you very much for your attention and stay safe.